Are y'all getting lateral enough? Today I'm going to show you 3 exercises to get lateral, to maintain athleticism, to avoid injury, and to stay fit. The other day I made a quick video of 5 exercises. If I could only choose 5 exercises for the remainder of my life, they were the front squat, weighted chin up, RDLs, dumbbell incline bench press, and sprints. I 100% stand by those exercises. However, the only issue is they all take place in the sagittal plane. But we also need to exercise in the frontal plane, meaning going side to side. My first exercise is the Cossack squat. Y'all, this is an epic exercise for both training the adductors, the hamstrings, and the quads, whilst simultaneously working on flexibility and mobility. Start with body weight, and typically, being honest, I just use this as a warm-up exercise, but I've been inspired to start adding this in as a strengthening exercise. Before we discuss strength, let's first talk modifications. So if you're not able to drop all the way down low, feel free to grab onto your squat rack for support and work on getting a little bit lower. So we need a little bit of that forward lean so we can get that knee out and over the toe, because on top of working on like flexibility in our adductors, we're also able to work on ankle mobility by that knee going out and over the toe, which is important for a good squat. Once you get the hang of that, let's jump into adding some weight. I'm using a 35-pound kettlebell here. Adding the weight, obviously we get added resistance, right? So working on muscle building and strength, but also I can feel it forcing me down a little bit further aiding in improving our mobility. Y'all, for this exercise, I would start with 3 sets of 12 reps. I know people hate on them, but there is a place for the mini band in fitness for dads. For exercise number 2, we've got the banded mini band lateral walk. I like to do 15 steps one direction, 15 steps the other way, kind of toward the end of my warm-up. Guys, epic exercise. Again, for exercising in the frontal plane, for strengthening the glute medius, which is usually a pretty weak muscle for men. And when we're in the shallow squat, we're also isometrically training the quads. It's kind of a double whammy, easy way to get warm. And you can just throw these in as part of your warm-up, and they don't take very much time, and guarantee you're gonna feel them right in the side of your rear. I actually prefer the mini band variation of this exercise, but if you don't have a mini band, you can also use a regular rubber band. I call them X walks around the feet. Make it X, walk to the side, 15 steps one direction, 15 steps the other. I think these are as effective for the glute medius as the mini band lateral walks, but you're not in that mini squat, so you're not getting as much quad work. Merit in both. Exercise number 3 for getting more lateral in your workouts is the ice skater. Y'all, I know these seem kind of hokey, like a group exercise type move, but again, great for getting us in that frontal plane, unilaterally, working the lower body. It's gonna work on our cardio, also gonna work on our explosiveness, moving side to side, great for athletes. Adults, great for maintaining your athleticism. Never done these before, y'all, you can start real small and just stay shallow with it, right? Working on that soft landing, cushioning your impact. I would do 3 sets of 30 to 60 seconds, depending on your fitness level. Or you can do something more like 3 sets of 12. And ow, I'm too explosive, y'all. Or you can do something more like 3 sets of 12 and really work on cushioning that landing, getting explosive, keeping it more explosive, bigger reps, lower rep amount. 2 bonus exercises that I just thought of to get lateral in your workouts. Keeping it really simple, y'all, we've got lateral hops. Find a line on the ground. Great way to work on the cardio. This is a good one to do with your kids because it's very simple. Maybe they don't have jump rope down yet and you're wanting them to get lateral. Both feet together. Staying light on the feet. Great for working on the calves. Great for working on the cardio. You know, especially if you have a daughter, y'all, it's very important that they're doing weight-bearing activities to build bone density so they don't struggle with osteoporosis as they age. And to make this exercise harder, you can go single leg, whether going single or double leg. I like 3 sets of about 30 to 45 seconds. If you're doing single leg, 30 to 45 seconds, 3 sets each leg. Last exercise, we've got a lateral shuffle. Y'all, this is a great way to work on your cardio. Think about in the winter months when you can't get outdoors as much, march off like 5 to 10 paces inside, maybe down a hallway, and we just shuffle. Touch the line, shuffle to the other side, touch the line. Kind of similar to those mini band lateral walks, but we're also getting the heart rate up a little bit more, staying low, working on the quads, jacking up the heart rate a little bit. You could do 3 sets of 60 seconds. Think about when you were a kid, if you're playing basketball or several different sports, you know, working on our defense, we've got those lateral movements. As adults, we're not doing those type of things enough. I would challenge you on your cardio days to add in things like the ice skaters and the lateral shuffles. On your strength training days, prior to doing your squats, add in those weighted Cossack squats for 3 sets of 12 to both work on your mobility and strengthening muscles that we don't normally use. Y'all, keep training hard. Make sure you encourage some other dads along the way. Subscribe for fitness and get in your protein. This is my favorite protein shake. All right, y'all, post-workout, I'm gonna mix up my protein shake real quick. Y'all, just to throw it out there, you can 100% get all of the protein you need through Whole Foods, and Whole Foods come first. However, if you're a busy dad, using a great whey protein is just an easy way to make it convenient, to make sure you hit your protein goal, and it's delicious. So I go 12 ounces of milk. I've got Phorm Phormula-1 Clear. Remember, for post-workout, you want protein isolate because it breaks down faster, helps you recover faster. And then 2, guys, huge creatine monohydrate. Your mom, your grandma, your wife, you, creatine monohydrate, whether you're an athlete trying to put on muscle mass. Guys, great for strength gains, great for the cognitive health benefits. So I end up getting about 37 grams of protein between the milk and the whey protein. And then I do 2 scoops of creatine monohydrate for 10 grams. Y'all, click the link in the description. Give this a try. Thanks for watching.